Good morning, everybody. Well, it's really early morning for me, but I wanted to kind of do the follow-up on the Practical Magic dolls that I just did. One of the things I noticed when I was taking pictures, and I don't know why I didn't fix this, but her bangs were just too thick. And I may have cut a little bit too many bangs for her. I don't know. It came out. I had some problems. I had some issues, and I'm going to try to correct those today and take another picture of her for a poster, so that, you know, because she's still for sale, and there's really nothing wrong with the doll, but the pictures aren't coming up very good. So there's a few little issues I want to kind of correct or whatever, and then I'm going to talk about the dress. But sorry, I just woke up not that long ago. I haven't had that much coffee. So anyway, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors, my little guys here, and they're going to squeak. I'm sorry. I know my other ones are, but I'm just going to go straight up like this and kind of feather out the bangs a little bit, so there's not so many. I just felt like they were a little too boxy around her face. So I'm just going to kind of wisp them out a little bit, just like this, just tipping them off so that there's not so many. And then I've got some of this styling cream I talked about before. I found some on eBay. It was like 16 bucks. You don't need to spend that on this particular brand. Any kind of styling cream is going to be fine. So I put some in my palette over here, and I grabbed a brush, just a paintbrush, and I'm just going to kind of smooth that in a little bit so I can get her bangs to be more cooperative. And I'm still thinking about maybe, try not to get it on her face, maybe this wig was absolutely so pretty, but it wasn't Gillian from Practical Magic. It didn't look right on her. So what I did was I dyed it a little bit. I know I haven't done that yet, and I will, I promise. I have to with Cal when I do him for Titanic, dye his hair. So I dyed this wig, and I absolutely love the synthetic wigs from Monique. They're so pretty. They're synthetic mohair. That's what it is. So, okay, I think that's enough there. So that really kind of helps. Get a fluffy brush to wipe away the little pieces in her hair. When I look at her here, you know, she looks right. But when I take a picture of her, I'm just not getting a very good picture. So what happened, I glued the wig on, and the way that I made this wig, so the wig came from Monique, and what I did, oh, there's still hair on her face. It didn't have, let me get some coffee. Gosh, I'm so sorry. It didn't have bangs, and in the movie she has these wispy little bangs. I'm still kind of playing with the cream on those to get them. Your fingers work too. So I like the styling cream because it doesn't look like you put anything in her hair, you know, but it still controls it. So anyhow, what I did was I went ahead and permanently attached the wig after I dyed it. So I dyed it, I straightened it, I covered her so that I wouldn't get little wispy hairs all over her dress. I'm going to correct this too. See how her dress is kind of falling off? I'm going to fix that too, as soon as I find the little black ribbon I have up here somewhere. So her wig there was no bangs. So what I did was I went to the back of her wig. You can see there's like little maybe I can find another wig so I can show you. Hold on, let me grab another wig. Okay, let me see if I can get this to show. So you know how they're sewn on like this, like in lines on the back of a wig? I cut one of these out, like sort of toward the back, like just a line of these. So then what happens is you've got this perfect match to your wig that's like this little line right there. And you can take that part and to glue it right on the front. And then it's a perfect match to the hair from the wig. And you can't really even see it in the back because all the other hair will go over top of it. So it's just a tiny little section, just a little, I can't remember, a track, I guess. And you just clip it out and then glue it right on. So I did that on the front, and then I glued the wig down, and somehow I think when I did it, I got a little bit boxy right here, and now it's glued down like it's not gonna, I don't know, I didn't stretch it over the head right or whatever. So to me, personally, I think she's just got a little boxiness right here on the top of her head. And I'm thinking about putting a bump it like right here, but I'm only still thinking about it. I also, when I dyed her hair, I used straight up orange right out of the container. Then I took a little bit of dark brown and I just dropped it right on top so that she would have a little bit, like it looks like her hair naturally is. You know how hair grows darker to a little bit lighter as it comes out. So I'm thinking about adding that bump it up there just to kind of correct that. And let me just move her hair aside a little bit. I'm going to turn her head a little bit because I want to work on the problem with the dress. So how I made the dress, I don't know if I still have the pattern anywhere. What I did with the dress was, I think it's just it's 4 pieces. And I made it where it was big enough in the front and the back, so it just stretches right over the doll's body. So it's just those 4 pieces. I can kind of draw a picture of how I made the pattern, but it's real super basic. And I just made the sleeves a little open at the bottom so it would have like a little bell, you know, something witchy. And then what I did with this is just, I'm always forgetting with this, cheesecloth. And I dyed it black. So, well, it's like a dark gray. So I dyed it and then I just attached it, like just sewed it right to the sleeves and also at the bottom of her dress. So that it looks, in the movie, it kind of looks like this. And it's hard to tell because it's real dark in the pictures. You know, in the movie, you can't really see, but it kind of looked like all fringy and everything like that. So this is how I approached it, with just some cheesecloth at the bottom, and I just sort of cut the dress up at the bottom and then sewed it right on. The shoes were perfect for her. They were from Facets by Marsha, and they just looked exactly like that in the movie. And then the stockings I made from the striped fabric that I was gonna use on my Christmas doll, but then I didn't end up doing it. So I ended up making my own. But there's a lot of ums this morning because, like I said, it's early. I'm gonna see if I can fix the little hump here. I'm undecided, but I think it might need a little bump it there just to kind of balance out the squareness of the wig. And somehow I did this somehow, I don't know how. And I'm going to fix her shoulder problem. So the dress can still, you know, go up and down, but be stable. And I did it already to the Sally dress because I didn't make Sally, another artist did, but I made the dresses. So I fixed hers, and then I just never got around to fixing mine because I dropped my black ribbon and I found it, and then I lost it again. So. But you can see her stockings go all the way up. They're full on stockings. So, and they gave me a lot of trouble because I didn't make my pattern right. So I ended up having to put them on and just pretty much pin them all on and then resew. Except for this part, that was fine. But anyway, So this is, let me fix this. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. And I think, other than the bump it, this is going to be a fairly short video. Okay, so I can't find my black ribbon that I found yesterday. And I promise you, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to find it again. And I'll be like, dang it. But right now, I'm just going to work with what I have because I just don't know what I do with it. So I'm just going to move her hair over there. And like I said, my back of my dress is a little bit loosey-goosey from stretching it on and off. So I'm going to tie some ribbon on the back. And that way I can keep it closed but still keep it cute. So I found this ribbon here. I shouldn't need that much of it, so I'm just going to cut it in half. Sorry if I'm blurring out. I can't tell. Magnet. So let me cut those in half. And like I said, a flat ribbon is really what I want, and that's what's on the Sally doll, but I can't find it. So it's going to be this. And I'm just going to go inside to the top back of my dress here. And I'm hoping I can sew this on without it. That's my concern, is it's not a very strong piece here. I can always cut the excess off after I get it on, but get it underneath there, under the dress. So it's on there, and then I'll just kind of loop it on. I don't know, let me make sure you can see, because you know how I do. There we go. Go back. I think I'm inside. I'm just going to come back around. And I'm going to, it's all black, so you won't really be able to see it. And I would have really preferred a flat ribbon for this. It would have sewn on better. I think I made a loop. Let's pull that forward. Let's see if that feels very attached. It feels pretty attached. And this is actually pretty, so I don't hate it or anything. It's just I wanted them to be the same. I'm going to cut off any little fuzzies. And I'm going to go over it one more time just to be safe. Okay, so am I on the inside? Then I'll just tie it off. Let me find a good spot to tie it off. You want to make sure these are secure. In case, I mean, you might want to make a dress that you don't remove at all, and that's fine. But this one, I want to give them the option to dress them differently, you know? So, let's see here. I'm going to be around right here, I guess. So, I'm going to come over here and do it over here. Same deal. Grab my other guy. I'm trying to find a good spot to sew it through so it feels like it's connecting to this. Oh, I did it backwards. I was supposed to go back through again. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can correct that. That's not going to be right. Oh, look, of course it goes on really good. It'll be fine if I can just get it to go on the inside. Come on. It's also black. It's really kind of hard to see. For me, too. can't tell for sure if I'm getting it. I don't want it to come loose, obviously. Alright, let's tie that off. Let's see what we got. Oh, did I lose my... There it is. Alright, let's just see what I got here. So basically, and it works better with ribbon, I believe, because, I mean, as soon as I pull this, is it going to break? I don't know. But it kind of gives you a place to... This was so much better with ribbon. All this stuff is going to make me crazy. Okay. Well, you can see why ribbon is a good idea. Okay, so I learned this trick through cooking. I don't like that extra piece right there. Cut that off. Through cooking, see if it works here. So if you want to tie something and you can't really hold it down, you can double, like, do it like that. I don't know if it'll work here, but we're going to give it a try to see if it gives me a little bit of stability. A little bit of stability. It did. Where's that piece? Alright, so, well, she is the more flamboyant of the two sisters, so hopefully that is good. I would, if I find my ribbon, I'm going to replace that, but as it is for now, here it holds up her dress so much nicer. So it just gives her a better line. Okay, I'm going to make a little bumpet. So this is probably a good size for a Tonner doll. I'm going to do at least half that size for a Barbie. And it doesn't have to be super neat because I'm just going to flip it underneath. So I already thread my needle. And to get my needle to stay on something like this, I just flip it through like that. And then I have the knot at the end, so I just kind of knot it off like that. That way it'll stay. This doesn't have to be anything super special. We're just making a little bumpet so that I can have that little bouffante look on the back of her hair. And I might not even use it. I'm thinking it's going to fix my problem. So we will see. So I just sort of hand sew this unceremoniously all the way around. Trying to see it. It's not easy to see. Come on. And this fabric, it's just like some stretchy fabric. I would have liked to have used something like pantyhose, but I guess I don't have any, so I just grabbed what I could find. I'm gonna have to buy some. I would probably get the good control top heavy duty pantyhose, and I could probably use those for years and years. Just cutting away. You can also use them for wig making too, or the kid tights are really good. Am I on the top or the bottom? On the top, okay. Alright, so I'm just going to knot this off. Like I said, it doesn't have to be neat. It's not special. It doesn't have to be anything great. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay. Alright, so I'll cut away the extra. And I left this part open, so I'm just going to flip it around so that the ugly side's on the inside. Maybe use a pencil or something to... Whoop! I just threw it right out of my hand. Pick up a pencil or something like that, so there we go. Alright, so now I have this little shape here And I'll just close that up after I stuff it. So let me grab some stuffing and be right back. Okay, so here's the stuffing. It's just pillow stuffing. And I'm going to shove that in here. Get my glasses. It's so small, the little hole. But it works. I just start. You need like a little tool maybe to shove it in there. Oh, it's not too bad. So, there we go. I think I got more stuffing than I needed. Let me get a paintbrush or whatever to get it in there. I don't know if that's enough. It feels like I could put, I don't know. Let's test it before I finish it up. Let's grab her. Let's grab the top of your head. Where'd it go? And what I would do is, let me move the camera a little bit. I don't even know if this is going to work. I'll separate that part of her hair. Come on. This is that synthetic mohair the wig is made out of. It's so pretty. It's so realistic to the weight of someone's hair. So if I put it there, it's not going to be big enough. Well, it definitely is going to be big enough once I press it down. So it might be too big. I mean, we don't want her to be Elvira. It's not the goal. So I'm kind of flatten it down a little bit. All right. Sorry, come over here. Let me go ahead and close that up. Looks like I have a loose string too. I didn't knot it off good enough or something, but cut it off. Cut that off. Alright, we will just tuck that in. Inside like that. And just go ahead and sew it up. You can see what I'm doing there. I'm just going to sew it up all the way around the edge. Alright. Like I said, it doesn't have to really be pretty. It just has to be functional. Okay. Oop. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to kind of stretch it out, make it flat. Where is my Orama pens? So I'm going to look for a couple of pens in here. I wouldn't mind using black. Let's grab those out. Okay. All right. Now is for the real test. Can we make it work? This is a wig too, so it's a little bit different than working with the head of a rooted doll. I haven't really done this with a wig. I will move this just a second. I just need to see. Just want to pull some hair forward. All right, so I think I'm going to put my bump right there. Make sure you guys can see. I can barely see. All right. Let's see here. Hopefully her head isn't too hard because ow. Her head's pretty hard. wonder if the short hairs are going to be a problem. I should probably move it. Move it. I don't know if I put this on right. Oh, got it. I think it goes the other way, to be honest. All right, let's see here. I'm going to show you guys how to do this, and then it's not going to work. Okay, well, so far I think it might be too far back. Let's see if you can see it. Let me lift it up. Oh, that's a great view. Not at all. So, I might have to show you from a camera point of view, like take her down. You don't want it to show. That's why I wish it'd be a better color. There's always tricks to be able to fix that, though. You know, just not sure that one's gonna work. Don't you think it's too far back? Look at that. That looks stupid. It's like way back here. Okay, we're gonna redo that because that did not work. And I also think that I put it on backwards. So of course I did, because I'm doing it on camera. So why wouldn't I do that? So let's pull it off. Her shoes are sticking into my leg. Ouch. All right, let's try that again. I don't know if I can get any closer. I might not be able to do this with a wig. Works great on a rooted doll, but the wig might be too thin, you know? Let me just see. This might not work. Okay. The hair might just be too thin up on top. We're still gonna give it one more shot. See if we can get a little closer. My little bump it might be too big too. So I think it should come around like that. More like that. Oh, like you can't see it. This is really not an easy angle to capture. I'll show you. Let me pin it down and I'll show you. Because her head is hard. Ow. Oh, come on. Okay. Got the other side okay, but this side was like, no way. It would be better if it was a different color. Okay. All right. I might need a third one to hold it down in the front there. You know, like right here in the very front. Just to squish it down a little bit more. And find another pin. Okay, so I'm going to pin one right here. Come. All right. Well, see, technically that's how a bump it should look. Just right in the crown. You can see how it works. I just don't know if it's going to work with a wig. Okay, so this is how it looks, and I really do like the shape better a lot. It really helps with the squareness. So, rather than giving up, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to find some extra hair so that you can't see the black from the side. Yeah, that looks way better. The shape is better, but we can't have the black showing through like that because look how thin that is. So, what am I going to do? I think, I don't know yet, but I'm going to figure it out. It works great on a rooted doll with plenty of hair, but on this, not so much. But so far, the shape of her hair is way better and should look better in pictures. So I definitely need to fix that. I went to Hobby Lobby and I went to the Dollar Tree, and this is what I found. So I'm gonna start with Hobby Lobby. I got this stuff, which I saw online, but I wasn't sure how I felt about it. I mean, you can cut, sand, texture, mold, or paint. So it's like you can make armor out of it, all kinds of crazy fun stuff. So this is the width of it. It's not bad at all. It's for cosplayers, for costumes, crafts, whatever. But this, I think, is going to be fantastic for dolls. So I'm excited about it. It was 40% off, I think, today. And, I mean, I don't even know if I could use all of this, you know, in my lifetime. We'll see, because dolls, you know, they're small. So what else did I get? Let me go with Hobby Lobby. So I said I was making a gingerbread doll. Oh, wait. I got some of this, too. Look at this. This is air dry foam clay. And it is so cool. I saw it online. I look it up on YouTube. This stuff should be really, really fun. You can make lots of little cute things with it. And then you can paint it and sand it. Same thing as the others. So they were on sale and I had to try them. Okay. For the gingerbread doll that I plan on making, I have picked up some fun things. And you were with me this morning, so you know I needed some black ribbon. So pick some black ribbon up. And I got these because I thought they were really cute. I just had lunch. Where's my red ones? Here they are. So I thought these were super cute. I have no idea how I'm going to use them. Little pom-poms. I was thinking they looked festive and candy-like and, you know, gingerbread-like. So I got those. And then I got little tiny gingerbread men. Aren't those just the perfect size too? They're just little bitty, and you get 8 of them, I think. So this was a great find for me. I got some little tiny lollipops. Some more of these. I liked this style. I have some, but I like this style of candy cane, and they just have a little sew-on thing at the top. And I got some of these, more candies. Aren't they cute? So my girl's gonna be decked out. I liked these too, so I just went ahead and got them. And I got these, which is like a garland for a Christmas tree, but you can take it apart and it's little tiny gumdrops. So I thought that was cool. Gumdrop buttons, you know. So that was a fun little gathering of goodies. So that was one thing. Then I went for that, also for that project, I also bought some fabric from Etsy. So I'll grab my other piece there. I have washed it, but let's see what's in here. This might be too big. It's yeah, that's huge. I have no idea if I can use that on the dress or not. It's pretty though. I probably already have some of this, but that looks too big. Oh well. I really expected that to be in the smaller package. This should be the red fabric, and the client specifically picked this fabric out. She liked it, and it's like a gold and red fabric, so I'll have to wash it, but oh yeah, it's really pretty. It's beautiful. Very festive and Christmassy, so I will get that in the wash. And let me grab my gingerbread fabric. Hold on. It's over here. I already bought and washed this, and this is the gingerbread fabric we're going to use. It's some kind, I think it's called Snowflake or something like that, but yeah, isn't that pretty? So that's the gingerbread guy. And so that's all the pieces to that so far. I haven't even picked out the doll yet. Okay, so for the Dollar Tree, I have no idea why I bought this. I thought I might paint it and send it to the client for fun. You know, I don't know if that'll ever happen. But it's just a Dollar Tree, little, just really super thin. Then I got I was looking at their, oh, I bought some of these. They didn't have kids tights, but they had these pantyhose in beige for making those little bumpets that we talked about earlier. So I'll probably redo the bumpet, and while I was driving, I had an idea how to fix my bumpet, so I'm going to do that. So there's that. We just set it over here somewhere. I'll put it somewhere. This, look at this thing. It's a craft knife from the Dollar Tree, and you can change the different blades. For $1, I think that's a pretty good deal. So we'll see how well that works. I had never seen one like that before. I got this. It's called glue tape. I don't know. I don't even know. They don't give you any kind of directions on these things, so I have no idea what it's for. But glue tape. It sounds like glue, but you know, it comes out like tape. These cute little scissors. Look at these guys. So little crafty scissors. This paintbrushes that look, actually they look pretty good. I got 2 sets just for crafty painting, you know, not my good stuff, but just for, you know, when you want to paint something, like if you make a base or you make whatever, you know, it's just the crafty paint. So I picked up 2 packages of those. I'll let you know how those work out. And then for some reason I decided to try, and not just one, because why would I do that when I could buy 5 glitter paints? And this is their craft store acrylic paint. Wait, there's one more. So I got red. These are all sparkly. I don't know if you can see. Look at how pretty. So I thought, these would be fun for crafty stuff. And this purple had, so I had to have that one. So, yep, I got all of these. I have no idea if they are worth their weight or anything. They might be just terrible, but I bought them. Then I found this, which is a stylus. So that's good for sculpting. So I got one of those. What else I get? Oh, look at these things. I don't even know what this is. It says it's a piercing and scoring tool. So I don't know. I have to open it up and look at it. I can't tell yet what it is, but I will definitely let you know. What else did I get? I got some more acetone. I don't think this is a great deal for acetone. It's a very 6 fluid ounces for $1. It's probably not a great deal. You probably get a whole gallon for a couple bucks, but I grabbed some anyway, just in case. Oh, no, that's something for my daughter. I got myself some socks. So none of those things. Let me see if that's everything. Oh, you gotta have some tape. I always pick up some tape. Okay, not too exciting, but I picked up some safety pins. Because remember I had the hard time with the wire? If I hooked the wire onto the end of a safety pin, it's a much harder thing. I can push it right through. So if I have to do wire work again or anything else, if you want to pull, if you make like a little tube and you want to pull some string through it, safety pins help a lot. And of course I picked up a couple of more of these because I like to just keep some on hand. And guys, that is it. That is my shopping spree. Okay, so I'm gonna try out these bad boys. Just go ahead and pull them out, and I'm gonna open up this, and I'm gonna make a little bumpet. I won't make it again on camera because you guys already saw how I did that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open this up and see. That's some real good tape. And see what this is like and show you those Dollar Tree stockings. Oh, they look like they're pretty thick. So these are great for just very neutral. Very neutral. So, yeah, I think they'll be fine. Yeah. So I'm going to make a bumpet really quick, and I'm going to show you the idea I had when I was driving. Okay, guys. There's my little bumpet. So I made one with that, and actually it was easier than the lace. So it's not cute or anything, but it'll get the job done. Okay, so my idea is to take some hair from her head. I'm just really resistant to it because she doesn't have that much hair, but I want it to match perfectly. So I'm going to go underneath here somewhere inside of her wig, and I'm going to steal a little hair. I'm going to try to find somewhere it won't affect the doll too much and just cut it off. Maybe a little here and a little there, like not all at one place. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it to the bump it. So it's like on there. I can glue it down just right along the edge because I don't want it to be sticky or anything. I think that'll work. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it because, you know, once I cut the hair out, it's out. And I already threw away the extra that I cut off from the bangs. I wonder if I can still find that. I should look before I start hacking her up. Hold on. Okay, I found it along with scraps and other things, but I found the hair, and this will be me trying to, like, I'll try to like sort of piece it back together very gently. This hair is super fine, but I think if I'm careful, it's a good thing I didn't take my garbage out. I mean, all it is craft supplies. There's nothing else in there. So yes, I garbage dumped my own garbage, but it's just stuff like this. So and it was still kind of intact, you know, like I just right where I laid it down in the garbage. So fortunately it was at the top because I need to empty it, and fortunately I have not emptied it. So I'm going to piece all these together. Let me finish that up and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just got some tacky glue here on my palette, and I have all my stuff. So let me get my new cheap brush that I just bought. It's probably got glitter in it because I was playing with that. Look, it's got glitter in it. All right, it's not gonna matter. So I'm gonna go ahead and paint the glue right on here. Just like that. And I think I'm gonna put, I don't know about that part. Put that in there. That brush won't last 5 minutes if I stick it in the water like that. I'm just gonna glue the hair on like this. Ugh, I'm sticking my fingers right in it. Okay, like that. So that way, because the hair is kind of thin up there, it'll hide the bump it better. Put some extra hair on there. Okay, let's do another piece. Okay, I'm just gonna pull it around like that. Okay. See what I'm doing? I don't know. I'm wiggling all around because the hair is, I'm sticking my finger to it really good. Just trying to get it to. It's just some tacky glue here, some waterproof tacky glue, so it's pretty strong hold once it's on there. Okay. So far, it's kind of a short piece, but that doesn't matter. So far, so good. I want it to stick to this thing and not me. Let me put it on the other side underneath, so that way, let me get a toothpick. So that way it'll adhere to the back of it too. I can always just cut off any of the extra after it dries. Okay, so far, not bad. I think it needs more glue here and more hair. Just gonna kind of set it up there. Don't want the glue to show, darn it. I think I put it on too thick. Right there. Okay. So we're making a hair covered piece just using glue. I have plenty more hair here. I just want to kind of hide this thing completely, you know. So I'm just gonna stick the hair on and pinch it on there. I gotta do the other side now. Do I have anything left over? A little bit. Little tiny bit, not much. Oh, it's sticking so much to me. Blah. This is wig making for me. It's just yuck. Honestly, though, I think what I've done so far is probably gonna be enough. Because I really basically just want to hide the little bumpet. It just needs to be hidden. My glue is getting all yuck. That's why I have those little baby wipes. So I'll probably get up and wash my hands anyway, but I have the baby wipes because this feels terrible on my fingers. For somebody who likes to do all kinds of things like this, I don't like sticky fingers. So I'm gonna go wash my hands and let that dry, and then we'll give it a try. Okay, so I parted off the hair, and here's my little bumpet. I'm gonna put it right there, and I picked up. This is gonna be harder to pin in, so I'm gonna do it off camera because it's too hard to pin in. But I'm gonna pin the 3 in, and then I'll be back and brush it over. I just need to get a tool to help me. Okay, so I don't know if she's blurry or not, but that worked. I got it. Is it blurry? Come on, clear up. I got it. The little bump it's in. It looks like it's blending. So I got to smooth her hair out though because I messed it all up when I was playing with her so much. And I'll use some styling cream back here too and smooth it all out. I'm not going to brush the hair quite yet because the glue wasn't really dry when I put it in. So I just want to let it go ahead and dry, and then I will put some more styling cream in it. But she is for all intents and purposes, she's done, and I have fixed her hair problem, so I'm really happy about it. And that's all there is to it.